The matchup between Kunlavut Vitidsarn and Shi Yu Qi is becoming one of the most exciting matchups to watch, as the competitive games between the two have made them comfortable with each other and allow them to play at their highest level. The 2025 World Tour Finals semifinals match between these two players showed that this was precisely the case. Despite playing only 2 sets of scorelines that seemed to represent Shi Yu Qi's dominance, both players actually played very well, with minimal unforced errors. In fact, this was one of matches with the highest display of badminton skill that we have seen in men's singles recently, which is why we want to do a video on it. Let's take a look at what we can learn from these two players.
I made mention of how good it was to drag the shuttle wide.
This is going to be a really match on Thursday. Vitidsarn can...
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. When you watch Kunlavut Vitidsarn versus Shi Yu Qi at the 2025 World Tour Finals, there are 2 main things you should watch for. Number 1 is technique. Number 2 is how these players broke each other's shot combos. Let's first look at technique. Both Kunlavut and Shi Yu Qi are masters at using holds and changing their shots last second. They both smoothly move their racket toward the shuttle, and then use their fingers and wrist to snap last second at different speeds to play different shots.
To end the rally.
What makes Shi Yu Qi and Kunlavut so good is the preciseness of when they snap to play a good shot that's extremely difficult to read. And because they don't need such big swings to generate power, they're able to add on additional effects like deceptions to make it even more difficult for their opponents to play.
Nice
play.
It's worth noting that this isn't limited to the front court either. Shi Yu Qi and Kunlavut are also the 2 players in men's singles today who have the most variety in their backcourt. Just take a look at some of these slices, stop drops, and punch clears that are all in addition to their various smashes. And just like in the front court, it's important to watch how both Shi Yu Qi and Kunlavut moves into the shot smoothly, with a speed up from their wrist and fingers for their desired shot.
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing to watch for is how Shi Yu Qi and Kunlavut frequently look to break each other's shot combos, particularly when they're in more defensive positions. In China, they have a phrase they use in badminton called 摆脱. The literal definition means to break away from, and you can apply this definition to badminton. The meaning of this phrase in badminton is to break away from your opponent's shot combos. One example of this is when Shi Yu Qi and Kunlavut use cross drives and blocks against each other's smashes. A natural pattern in badminton is smash follow-up kill, typically following where your smash was going. If you're able to change the direction and speed of the shuttle to something unexpected, this is one way you give yourself opportunities to break your opponent's shot combo and initiate a counterattack.
Vitidsarn keeps popping up.
There are a few other ways to break your opponent's shot combos apart from cross-driving and blocking your opponent's smashes. One strategy that both players executed well in this match was going for deceptive re-nets, or cross nets, that would often force the opposing player to come back to the net and lift. This works because when you net, the common shot pattern is for your opponent to lift. So when these players come in, like they're about to play a lift and then suddenly play a deception and net back, their opponents often mess up their split step timing and become the one lifting or making the mistake. Ultimately, what led to Shi Yu Qi's victory over Kunlavut Vitidsarn was that Shi Yu Qi read and anticipated Kunlavut's game far better. Throughout the match, you could frequently see Shi Yu Qi positioning himself to attack certain responses and successfully doing so. And while Vitidsarn did do the same sometimes, there were many instances where he would end up just neutralizing Shi Yu Qi's late shots instead of actively pouncing on them. This can be attributed to numerous conditions like fitness levels and confidence in leaving certain parts of the court uncovered in return for taking the shuttle early on a correct guess, but that's what makes badminton such an intricate and exciting sport. And if you're unable to watch these exciting matches on YouTube, it's probably because BWF has sold the broadcasting rights in your country and geo-restricted the live streams. Remember that this video is sponsored by NordVPN, and their product can help you watch these live streams on YouTube. Use the link on screen or in the description below to help support the channel. As always, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Let us know in the comments what you would like to see next.